We've got Jonathan Harvey here. He's a principal at Cobar Public School. You've got 11 of your kids here to come and stay at Ashtonfield Public School for a week. What's the motive behind this story?
It comes about because of a Department of Education and Training initiative this year in response to the drought conditions across the state. So the department organised a sister school program for schools on the coast to team up with schools in inland New South Wales affected by drought. Melissa Scully, principal here at Ashtonfield, made contact with myself and indicated that the school was going to be doing some fundraising for the Cobar kids, and asked how we would like that money to then be forwarded to us and spent. Following discussion, we decided that the most beneficial thing to do would be for Ashtonfield to actually host us on an excursion for the week. So we decided to bring down some of our Year 3 to 6 students who are from farms. Leading up to that, we had a larger group, our kindergarten to Year 6 children, about 22 in total, who live on farms, were involved in a video conferencing interaction with the kids here at Ashtonfield, where they began asking questions and getting to know each other. They've subsequently emailed with each other, and then that's culminated in this week with 11 of the senior kids visiting the school for the week.
What sort of learning outcomes are sort of desired from something like this?
This is very much a social and emotional welfare initiative. Whilst there's curriculum-based activities that the children are undertaking in the classrooms, it's very much a positive for their social and emotional welfare. They're getting to meet new kids, experience environments that they haven't been in before, experience life in a larger school setting. So Cobar's a school of only 230 students, where Ashtonfield has 620. So those day-to-day interactions, the size of the school, the procedures that they use are quite different. So the kids are really getting more of a social and emotional benefit from it.
So we've got Melissa Scully here. She's a principal at Ashtonfield Public School. Why do you think the schools have joined forces to do this?
I think making connections with the kids who come from a completely different area in New South Wales, and an area that is experiencing drought at the moment, has been extremely important for our kids. They have seen, through the presentations that our kids have seen from Cobar, they've seen snapshots of what it's like to live on a farm, what it's like to live through drought, going to school every day, not sure where they're going to have water from, helping out their parents. From what I understand, our kids were astounded that these kids didn't get paid for their duties at home. They really wanted pocket money given to these kids. So just the real life outcomes for our kids have been really important. And Maitland isn't a city area, but it comes with all the perks of being in a metropolitan area. And these children from Cobar have got all the jobs that children from our school have, but in addition to that, they have all of these other duties that they need to do and go to school. And I just think that that's been so valuable.
Katie Nicholson, you're from Cobar Public School. You're here in Ashtonfield, a bit far away from home. How long does it take to get here by bus?
7 or 8 hours.
And how have you enjoyed your time coming over to Ashtonfield?
It's pretty good. It's a bit different to school in Cobar, but you get used to it.
And what are some of the things here that you've enjoyed so much about being at Ashtonfield?
Meeting new people and showing them what it's like to live out at the farm.
So you live on a farm?
Yep.
What sort of things do you get to do on the farm that some of the kids sort of don't really understand about?
You get to learn a lot more about your animals and stuff, and get to see how much water really means to people. Because
you guys are dealing with a bit of drought out there, I can imagine.
Yeah, we are.
What's the ground like? Obviously it's not as green as this, I can imagine.
It's all red dirt.
So when you come out and see this kind of stuff, it must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you've been pen pals, or you've been email pals with some of the Ashtonfield kids. How exciting was it to meet some of those guys finally?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And it gave us, so we knew someone when we came here.
What sort of stories will you go back and tell your classmates back when you get home at Cobar and tell your family?
That they're really surprised with what we do back in Cobar. That we have, that we play in dirt, and that farm kids don't get paid for, doing the jobs around the farm.
What sort of experiences have you noticed, Gabe?
There's heaps of differences between us, with all the healthy grass, not much jobs to do because most of us live, around here, not in farms.
What sort of jobs?
There's protecting the animals, so you could, shoot animals to protect yours, or there's like cropping.
Did you get to email any of the kids, Gabe?
Yeah, my buddy Joe, he emailed me, I emailed him, I asked him a lot of questions of his lifestyle at Cobar, and yeah.
And what sort of things did you notice immediately that were different?
My buddy, he lives in town, like closer to the school. What I do as chores is just dishwashing and all that. And he has to do like farming, yeah, help his parents around a lot.
You think you'll stay in touch?
Yeah, definitely.
Got Dan Willis here, teacher from 5W. Do you think obviously this program benefits the kids, but where to forward from this?
I think we want to create a bit of a partnership between the two schools. Absolutely love to see our kids go out there and see what happens in Cobar, because that would just be a massive culture shock for them, and just the sheer difference in lifestyle. But hopefully it's something we can keep going with in the future. They'd be well outside their comfort zone, and so would us teachers, I think. I'd love to put my hand up and do it.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, blisters, mate. Turn up when the work's done, so I'm not used to hard work like that, so it'd be good for me.